Hello everyone, I am back again. Hope you're all well. I wanted to film either yesterday or the day before, but it's been really hot. There's another heat wave in the UK, over 30 degrees, and you know that feeling when it's so hot that you just have no energy to do anything apart from just lie around all day. I just didn't have the energy to film, but now I do. So we have a short list of 7 UK cities that could host Eurovision 2023. I've actually already filmed 2 videos now about the UK hosting. This is the 3rd video, and I'll probably end up doing another video when we actually know the host city. So that'll be 4 videos, so sorry if that's a bit too much, but it is an unusual, unprecedented occasion, the UK hosting Eurovision, so why not make the most of it? So I will go through in alphabetical order, which was the order that they were announced on the radio on Friday. I'm filming this on Sunday, by the way, and I will talk about all of them. Hopefully I won't talk for too long. I've got my notes here. And we'll go through positives and negatives. I think they've all got good things about them. I think they all fit the criteria in some way, but I think they've all got reasons for and reasons against as well. They've all got things in common as well, actually. Most of them are in the north of the country, apart from Birmingham, which is Midlands, and there's nothing in the south of the UK because London either didn't bid or didn't make the shortlist, and Cardiff didn't bid. And there aren't really any other big venues or arenas in the south of the UK, and there probably should be. But yeah, we will be going to the north of the island of the British Isles. They all fit the capacity criteria for the arenas, so more than 10,000, although Manchester does have a lot more of a capacity. And most of the big ones especially, all need to reschedule events that take place in April and May, quite big events as well, like Celine Dion, Elton John. They need to go. But that is something that you need to do when you organise Eurovision. You need to make way for over a whole month. The only city I've actually been to myself from all 7 of these is Birmingham. I've never been to any of the others, so there's things that I don't know if I've never been to them. I've done research on them, but I've only been to Birmingham. So if you're watching this and you live in one of these cities or you know them quite well, then feel free to comment and let me know what your thoughts are, what you're sort of edging towards, what you think it'll end up being, and let me know. I do think it is still between Manchester and Glasgow. I really do. But first, let's start with Birmingham. Actually, no, let's go through some of the criteria that the cities need to meet. So they need a suitable venue, sufficient space to provide local activities within the city, and to be able to showcase Ukrainian culture and music, alignment with the BBC's priorities as a public service broadcaster. Well, I know Manchester is good for that. And it needs to be within reach of an international airport. So some of them may fit that criteria more than others, but let's go through them. Let's start with Birmingham. So Birmingham, they've hosted the Commonwealth Games, so they've shown that they can put on a big event, and they hosted the concert for Ukraine a few months ago as well. That was in one of the arenas in Birmingham. I think there's 2 now, but I'm not sure exactly which one is which. So yeah, they've shown that they can do these big events, and I'm sure the EBU has looked at that and really taken that into consideration. And they were the last city to host Eurovision in the UK in 1998. And I think because of these things, that's what makes me think, are they really going to get given this again as well as that? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Although I do know that 1998, it was a while ago and Eurovision was different back then. So maybe it doesn't matter that much. But I don't know. I just think 1998 just had the Commonwealth Games. Would they really get given this as well? Not sure, but I would lean more towards no. Also, apparently, the arena that they would use if they do win the bid and end up hosting is actually, well, it looks quite far out from the actual city. It looks closer to the airport than the city itself. So I don't know how that would work. And that is the arena that they've said that they will use. So that could be a bit tricky as well. So yeah, I'm not sure, but it's completely understandable why Birmingham would be on the shortlist. Of course, why not? And I would say, along with Manchester and Glasgow, it probably would be one of the front runners. But I'm thinking probably no to Birmingham. But this really is the big favourite, a front runner. It's Glasgow in Scotland. Seems to be the big favourite, very popular. It's got a lot of good things going for it. The arena, the Ovo Hydro Arena, looks really good from the outside. Very nice. And I'm sure we all know it was used to film the Eurovision movie. Also hosted the 2014 MTV Music Awards. So yeah, the arena sounds perfect. And the other good thing is that they've got exhibition centres right next to the arena, and that's perfect for the press centres. And I don't think all the other cities have got that. So the setting sounds good. The city looks big enough, not too big. It looks walkable. They've also got a big square, St George's Square, in the middle of the city that looks good for the Eurovision Village to watch on screens. So yeah, I think they've got the facilities, but the big problem for me was Glasgow, and I've talked about this before in videos. It's just far away, it's further to get to for a lot of people. If it is Glasgow, there'll be a lot of UK fans that would have to fly up to Scotland. And I know it shouldn't just be based on this, but for convenience purposes, I just think it'd be so much easier if it's not in Glasgow, if it's, somewhere lower down, one of the other cities that are north, but, a bit more central, and ones that you don't need to fly to, it'll be so much easier just to get the train to Manchester or Liverpool, and not have to fly to Glasgow. And that literally is my only problem with it being Glasgow. So it's looking like it could be Glasgow, but I just think it'd be so much easier if it's not, in terms of convenience, travel purposes, but it is definitely one of the favourites. So we'll see. But let's move on to Leeds. Something that I didn't really think about, haven't really put much thought into it. I don't know much about Leeds, but it's good that it made the shortlist. Yeah, I don't know much about the city. I've looked into it. The arena looks nice from the outside, but it looks a bit awkwardly shaped in the inside with the seating. Because if you look at pictures of the arena, it looks like everything is tiered. It goes upwards. and it doesn't look like the right layout for Eurovision shows, so I'm not sure about that. Um, but it does have enough capacity, I think. But if you look at pictures of the inside seating, the way it's tiered just doesn't look like what you usually have at Eurovision. Something I find really interesting about leagues is the Millennium Square, which is what looks like a really big square right in the middle of the city, and that's absolutely perfect for the village, the Euro village, mini concerts, events that take place within the week of Eurovision. And that looks perfect for that. And I don't think the other cities have got that really, or not as good as that. So that is a big benefit for leagues. But I don't think it'll be leagues. I'd be surprised if it does get chosen. The airport, I don't know if that's enough to accommodate everyone. I don't know. I don't think it would be leagues, but that Millennium Square looks ideal for the Euro Village. It's a shame that other cities don't have something as big as that. So next up is Liverpool, and I'd be really happy with this. I would get behind Liverpool. I'm on team Liverpool or Manchester. I've never been, but it is a place I'd actually like to go. It just looks like, and from what I've heard as well from other people, it's a really nice city to visit. And you've got to remember, there's loads of people, thousands of people from around the world, not just Europe, fans of Eurovision who would want to go. And Liverpool just looks like a really nice, attractive city to visit in terms of tourism. So that's something that I'm thinking about, the people who are visiting the host city. Liverpool does look like a really nice place to be. It's got museums, it's known for its very musical history and culture. Not sure if the city is big enough for an event like this. I'm not sure how big it is. I don't think it's as big as Manchester or Glasgow. But you've got the arena, fits 11,000 people, so it is enough. But I do wonder if we're going to have an arena that fits more than just enough. I'll get to that later with Manchester. It's got conference centres by the arena, for the press centre, right by the water. Yeah, I mean, the city itself looks like a really nice place to have an event like this. But I'm not sure. Again, I think it might go to Manchester or Glasgow, but I would be happy with Liverpool. I really would. So I think Liverpool could be a bit of a dark horse, maybe, but let's talk about Manchester, another really big favourite, definitely a front runner. Like I say, it could be Glasgow versus Manchester. Manchester fits a lot of the criteria. It ticks off so many boxes. First of all, the arena, the AO Arena, I think it's actually one of the biggest in Europe and the biggest in the UK. It fits 21,000 people, which is more than enough. And I think we need the biggest arena because it's going to be such a huge event and a big demand as well for people wanting to get tickets to the shows. So because of that, why not put it in the biggest arena we have? Why not? So more people get a chance to get tickets. So the arena is good to go, as Martin would say. I know that they are building right now another arena in Manchester, even bigger apparently, called the Co-op Arena, but it won't be ready in time for May next year. So it will be the AO Manchester Arena, definitely. Manchester's also got the biggest Ukrainian population in the UK outside of London. And importantly, Salford, which is an area of Greater Manchester, I think it's called Media City, this year it became the BBC's Eurovision HQ, the headquarters of Eurovision in the UK. So again, perfect. It does fit the bill in a lot of different ways. So this year, when the points from the UK jury in the final were read out from Manchester for the first time, could that have been a bit of a premonition for what was to come for next year? It'd be interesting if it is. So yeah, Manchester definitely makes a lot of sense, I think, and it is looking very likely that it could be Manchester. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And I would personally prefer Manchester or Liverpool, especially because I can get to Manchester very easily, a direct train from Cardiff. This is why personally I am kind of hoping for that for convenience purposes again. So the final two are Newcastle and Sheffield. The Council of Newcastle has said that the park would be transformed into a Eurovision village. That's good. It's got good transport links, apparently, well connected. Sheffield's arena is a little bit further away from the city, but have got transport links to and from the arena. But honestly, I can't see it being Newcastle or Sheffield, but the fact that they're on the list is good. I mean, to be a UK fan from any of these cities and to know that your city is on this list is a really exciting thing, no matter which one ends up being chosen. So they've all got something good going for them, definitely. They all fit at least some of the criteria in some way, but then they've all got some barriers and disadvantages as well. So, it is a hard choice. I do think it can be narrowed down, though. I don't think people were expecting this shortlist to be 7 cities. I thought maybe 4 or 5, and I think you probably could narrow it down if it was 4 to Manchester, Glasgow, Birmingham, and Liverpool. I can't really see it being Leeds, Newcastle, or Sheffield. So I think the front runners are still in the running as the front runners, definitely. I do think that Manchester makes sense and is likely to be the one, but then apparently Glasgow is a big favourite too. I don't know. I mean, we still think that the fact this is actually happening in the UK is still a crazy thing. Like, it's still so hard to believe, and it still doesn't feel real at all. I don't know when it will start to feel real, but it doesn't. It is actually in the UK. Who would have thought this time 2 years ago? No one. We'll find out in the autumn, so probably September. Not long to go, actually, if it is September. But, it must be such a hard decision to make, It's such a big decision to make. Like I said, they've all got good reasons for it, but then there's a lot of things you need to think about. It all needs to fit the criteria. Wow, well, let me know what you think. Is it Manchester or Glasgow or one of the others, one of the underdogs, maybe? Let me know what you guys think it will be. Maybe tell me what you want it to be and what you think it actually will be. But we'll find out very soon, and I probably will do a video when it gets announced. Can't wait. Wow. Well, welcome to the UK if you are coming from another country to the UK. So thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts about the city you think it will be, and I'll see you very soon for more videos. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Take care.